Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. Think you know a thing or two about video games? Well, join us on this epic quest. We are currently in the middle of October 1982, and we were last getting crazy playing a black and white no sound Donkey Kong, and it's Crazy Kong. Let's see what our next title is. We're next going to play Saga number 3, Secret Mission, or Scott Adams Graphic Adventure number 3, Secret Mission. And this one is on the Atari home computer. Let's check it out. Starting with the box. Secret Mission. That may not sound familiar, but it actually is Mission Impossible. And this box could be in both flavors. The one we see right here, they just slapped Secret Mission sticker over Mission Impossible for legal reasons, obviously. This marks our 371st game we've played on the Atari series of computers. That's a lot of games for this system. And if you see from the front of the box, it is a murder, or we're supposed to be doing something as a secret agent, because it's essentially Mission Impossible. And we've already seen this game. At least this title has been around since we've seen it on the TRS-80 since May of 1979. And we played this game on 5 other home computers already. And this version, which is the graphic adventure version, we've already played on the Apple II in June of 1982. So this is the Atari version of the game. We're just flying through every single game here. Flip it over the back, and it's the advertisement that Adventure International wants you to go on adventures on your computer. And this is just another one of the remakes, and we've already seen every remake on the Scott Adams Graphic Adventure series, but only on the Apple II. So that just means we're going to see this on lots of other home computers. There we go, the 5 1/4 floppy disk. We're going to pop into play Mission Impossible. Oh, there it is. See, Mission Impossible. So it could have been named both, but this is right around where the legal issues came in. We're like, oh, we can't call it Mission Impossible. Quick, change the name to Secret Mission. And there's an example of the screenshot. Let's pop it and play Saga number 3, Secret Mission. This is October 15th, 1982. Thanks, Scott Adams. Let's see what it's like on the Atari home computer. Yes, it might self-destruct, Manly. You can hear the timer going off in the background. All right, here we go. So this we've seen already on the Atari home computers. It's just going to ask us to center the screen, and we have. And now this is a 2-disc or a flipped the disc part. So we're just going to flip it over, and it would not be this easy in 1982. So we're using the magic of emulation so that we can quickly take the disc out and flip it over. Now, what you see here is another interesting thing about the Atari home computer. This is asking us to adjust the television based on the colors. If you notice the flickering that's here, you probably had flickering even in 1982. The reason why we're keeping the flickering is because this is an issue with the GTIA. It's the graphics chip of the Atari home computer. So whenever you're playing this, you're supposed to be adjusting the television set. Remember how you could adjust all the contrast knobs and color knobs? That's where you'd be doing this to make this work. I've even turned off all filters, but this game is going to be a wild ride with a little flickery here and there. So we've already adjusted our screen. Oh gosh, even more. It's the graphics package by Adventure Graphics, or Kim McNair is the one that did the graphics for this one. We want to restore a previously saved game? No. No, we do not. There it is. The graphics adventure games by Scott Adams always begin the same way. I'll be your puppet in this Scott Adams graphic adventure game. It's 2-word sentences, so it's a 2-word text parser. We have to remember to use words like go door and north or south and keep it simple. And at this point in 1982, we played more complex graphic adventure games, Zork being one of the best. I've worked over a year on this program. Please don't copy or accept a pirated copy. Everyone remember that. If you don't remember that, please see the episode where Scott Adams actually got in the computer and told us that. Oh, that's true, Marshall. It depends on what region you're in, too, with the graphics chip. All right, so a minute ago, someone ran out of this room. By the way, I seem to be carrying something. Someone came in the room, he saw me, and ran out. What should I do? So we can see what looks like a cassette tape. It's very stretched on the top of the screen. But let's go ahead and start the recorder and see what happens. So this one does where it has the text version whenever I start typing, but whenever we want to see the screen or graphics, we just hit enter. And we've seen a few games that do this. So we call these graphic adventure games. They're essentially text adventure games that have a picture or graphic. And this one is the 83rd graphic adventure game we played here on the show. There's a lot out there. All right, ready? Start recorder. Yes, your mission. should you choose to accept, is to prevent the automated nuclear reactor from being destroyed by a saboteur's time bomb. The saboteur, who also rewired the security system with a heart patient, he plans to suicide with the reactor. He's still loose in the building. You'll find security keys and a map of the manila envelope lying next to the tape player. Someone came in the room, he saw me and ran out. What shall I do? So this game is a slight departure from most Scott Adams adventure games. The usual of them are compared to Adventure, the original Adventure, or Colossal Cave. You know, you go find some things, get a treasure, and then come back to a place. This one's kind of like that, but has a little twist on it. Like I said, we've seen this since 1979, so the formula is pretty similar to most other adventure games. But this one has the graphics, so the only thing this one really has going for it is how good the graphics are. Yes, we do need some more Afro from Scott Adams. All right, so what we're going to do next, let's take the recorder. And I will tell you, going from the graphics to this text screen, it blew me away when we first saw this, I believe in 1981, and now it doesn't seem as impressive to go from, oh man, there's graphics, to the text. Someone came out of the room and he saw me and he ran out. Okay, let's go ahead and head west. And all you gotta do is do cardinal directions, W to go west. And it's gonna move into the next screen. We don't get the draw in. The really cool, I really enjoy whenever the screen draws itself. All right, so we moved west, and let's go ahead and go south. Every room is going to do a redraw, graphics come up, and then we see now we're in the room with a chair. We have a office swivel chair. Okay, let's go ahead and sit in that chair. Show me the controls. So while it's Mission Impossible, it really feels more like we're playing a nuclear reactor sim. It's not really a sim, but a nuclear reactor game. Okay, so we're in the controls and we're in the chair. We have 4 control buttons and we have to know which buttons to press. Now, this game you would want to save, as you do with most adventure games, because you're going to be blowing yourself up quite a bit. The nuclear reactor, if you make a wrong mistake, will go in flames. Yes, and hopefully not commit suicide, but we'll see what we can do. All right, let's go ahead and press red. And man, if your graphics chip on the Atari home computer was not registering correctly, or you had the knobs incorrect on your television, you wouldn't know which button to push, but we'll try red. Go. Click. My bomb detector angrily buzzes. Oh, that's not good. All right, let's press white. Yeah, I'm surprised the chair wasn't booby-trapped too. There's a bright flash and I hear something fall to the floor. I can't see what it was from here though. Someone came into the room, ran out, and the bomb detector politely beeped, so it's still beeping. All right, so we're not done. All right, so let's go ahead and stand up. Let's see what dropped on the floor and pick that up. It might show on the screen. There it is. We don't have to use our imagination. We can actually see something on the screen. At least, you know, compared to solid text on the screen. All right, so let's go ahead and take picture that popped out. Not take a picture, take the picture that popped out. Okay, picked it up. Got it in our inventory now. All right, let's go ahead and head north. So this formula is very familiar. I do still enjoy how Scott Adams has the screen split. You get graphics at the top and things happening at the bottom. They still did that even when it was all text. They put information at the top of the screen and then split it with the bottom where you put all your commands in. I know, right? If you are photosensitive, I don't know if this is necessarily calling it flashing the screen, but you would have experienced this if your chip on the Atari home computer, you know, needed to be updated or changed out, or your television screen wasn't set the right way. But you should have seen it whenever I had the filters going. Usually with these games, I have a nice CRT filter or something that looks really cool, but I had to turn it all off because it was even worse than this. So if you think this is bad, it could be even worse. Here in 1982. All right, so after that, we got our picture. Let's go ahead and wait and see if some time passes. Let's see if he shows up. We're waiting and see. Yeah, there we go. Someone came in the room, saw me, and ran out. Okay, wait. Is that it? There it is. In the distance, you hear a dull thud, as if someone fell or dropped something heavy. And I'm hoping that guy died, whoever it was. Yeah, maybe Scott Adams did, because he did go to conferences with this game and sell it. All right, so we have someone fall to the floor. Let's go ahead and stand up. Oh, I think we're already to the left now. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and look. It's going to give us the description. Oh, we see nothing special now. Now, we've already played this game. We've already played the beginning of this game 5 times on different computers. This is a little bit of what this is like on the Atari home computer. It's essentially similar to what it was on the Apple II, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop our gameplay there with Saga number 3 Secret Mission on the Atari home computer and tell you that this is very average for all the graphic adventure games or computer games you could be playing at this point. And that's amazing to say, considering we started playing nothing but text games. So this one is longer. You can play this for quite a bit longer than we did, of course. And adventure games here, when we showcase them, I hopefully can give you a little flavor of what it's like, and then you can go and check it out yourself. You can play this on lots of home computers, and we're not done with Scott Adams games, and we're not done with any of these games. But I'm going to say, of all the titles you could play right now on a home computer, this is 3 stars. Average for considering every video game that you could play on a home computer. Oh, nice. Even a little bit higher in the chat, I see, and then a 3-star from Brian as well. All right, with that, let's press forward and see our next game. Oh, that's true. This one also, I'm rating a little bit lower. Before we go to the next game, this one doesn't have all the features that was on the Apple II. Apple II had some bonus games you could check out. It also had the Votrex voice synthesizer, and the Atari version does not. So I rated the Apple II a little bit higher, but this one is just going to be 3 stars. All right, let's go on. Next, we're going to MS-DOS, or PC-DOS, or PC Booter. This is Computer Operator. Man, this one's a rare one. All I got is a couple screenshots for it, so let's just pop in and play Computer Operator. This is by I don't know who, but it was publicly brought to us in October 16th, 1982. This is our 115th MS-DOS game we played here on the show. This game simulates what it's like to be the operator of a large interactive computer system, such as the IBM VM system. Your job as the operator of the system is to keep the user work flowing through smoothly. In this simplified simulation, users have files on disk, and some will require a tape drive to do their work. So we're not going to read the whole introduction, but this is essentially a simulation of you being a system administrator. We have never played anything like this. This is crazy. So beginning system configuration, it just asks you a few questions. What's the system memory size in megabytes? Which blows my mind that we're just using megabytes. But right now, this is big. We're going to go big. 32 megabyte memory, which is insane. Maximum number of users that are logged on. Now, this game is a real-time simulation, so I'm going to be very easy. I'm going to say 5. There's no way we're going to deal with 100 users that are logged in. All right, then number of disk drives, we're going to go with 10 disk drives, even though we could do 30. And then tape drives, we'll go with 10 of those. And then the game speed. And they do warn you, if you go 255, it is really fast. So we're going to go with speed of 5. And ready, here's how this works. Sysgen complete, beginning this. Tape came, you can see the tapes and disc came online. User 1's logging on. User 1's asking us a question, asking to attach the tape to user 2. User 2's logging on. And so what I'm going to do is go up to the command list, because you essentially just have to type question mark. And here's the list of commands you can do. Attaching disks to users or tapes, looking at displays, fixing addresses, forcing users to get off a system, messaging users. You can query tapes and disks, just determining their status, or shut the whole system down if you want to. This is a simulation. Now, this one's a true time management simulation. So before I even go in, we're going to most likely crash the system, because I'm not going to be actively playing it while everything goes on. But we played other games that are like educational science games, like 3 Mile Island Scram, which involve you simulating a nuclear reactor. And we've done kind of a job-based games like the Pie Factory, sort of. That was more of an arcade-ish game. But this one's where you're not working as a doctor. This is the first time you're an actual systems administrator, and this game is supposed to simulate a job, which is just beyond most video games that you'd play right now. All right, so we're supposed to attach tapes to user 3. I'm not paying attention very well. All right, let's go ahead and query what we got for tapes. What's the names of the tapes? So those are the ones on line 281 and 282. So let's go ahead and attach disk 282 to user 3. And it'll say, yeah, drive is attached. And you can see we're starting to use some system CPU. And let me switch you over so you can see the storage utilization, because it's also calculating that on how much storage is being used. And then we got user 3 is asking us questions. I think we're supposed to attach a disk to someone else. Let's attach 281 to user, I think it was 2, right? Did they need a disk? Yeah, attach the drive, nice. And then from user 2 is sending us a question mark. And all this is going on live, so it's a real-time game. If I don't do anything, the game will keep doing and actively having things happen. Users will ask questions. They'll start doing work, using system processes and so forth. Oh man, yeah. This is a work game. It's like, are we doing a video game or are we doing work? But at this day and age, you never know, because sometimes video games are work. I'm looking at you, Power Wash Simulator. And this is 1982. No one plays games like this. All right, so let's go ahead and message user 2 and say, shut up. And the user 2 says, okay, yeah. I told him, shut up, stop bothering us. We got a lot of work to do. But this is how the game works. It's nothing but sending commands to the system, to users, and you're supposed to maintain the system. You can see them doing different jobs and working, and you can change the speed too. It's a fascinating concept, but the way that it's delivered and how well it plays, I mean, there's other job simulators we've played that are better than it. Like think of Lemonade Stand, a classic example of running a business, those kinds of things. But this one, man, you got to be the ultra nerd. I mean, you're playing a video game where you're the system admin. Most people don't even want to be system admin. Yeah, look over in the chat. I can see a 1.5 star rating. Yes, there is not a lot of fun to be had in this unless this is your cup of tea. I love the fact that we're playing video games where it's not really based on if the concept is delivered a good way. It's just, did they make the concept at all? So I'm just fascinated we have this concept. All right, so I'm going to go and do shut down. I think that'll do it, right? Yeah, system going down. We are shutting down computer operator. So of all the games you could play right now, it's not average at all. It's subpar in the least. I'm thinking at least bad for all the games you could play right now on a home computer. Yes, it is. It's way down there. It's a cool concept, but I'm not going to give it anything higher than a 2. So yeah, we want it to stay dead. Yeah, I'll go 1.5 stars. All the games you could play right now. It's like the granddaddy of Sims or time management simulations, those kinds of things. No, it is not. All right, with that, let's press forward and see our next title. Next up, we're going to Transylvania on our Apple II. Let's check it out. Starting with the box. This one is our 390th game we've played on the Apple II. And it's the first game that says Transylvania, but technically this isn't the first time we're going to Transylvania. The count that Scott Adams did, Scott Adams Strikes Again, kind of took place, it said somewhere in Transylvania, but you'd have to read the fine print for that one. This is a high-resolution graphic adventure, and this is by Penguin Software. It's the second game we've seen after Dragon's Keep, because they also did another game using the Graphics Magician, and that's what this uses. The Graphics Magician. This one, I'm trying to find and make sure it's the first box, because this game actually has 3 different revisions. This is the very first time we've ever seen Transylvania, but we might see this again, because it got revised where they updated the text parser, and then another version, a third version, where they updated and called it double high res in 1986. So we may see Transylvania as other versions, but this one, like you can see in the back of the box, that is, I believe, the double high res graphics. So don't expect that for this version. This is the adventure game. We're in the fictitious world inside the computer. The computer shows you where you are, what to see, and where to go. It's essentially telling us what an adventure game is. We know! This was written by Antonio Antioquia, the first time we've seen him program anything. And all graphics were done by the Graphics Magician. And hey, down there in the bottom left is Pie Man, which is the other game we've seen by Penguin Software. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm showing different flavors of the box because I don't know if we're going to see both. Can you tell if it's high res or double high res in those screenshots? I can't. And it's kind of tricky to figure out which version is which, because the documentation of the boxes is a little harder to come by. So there you go. There's an ad you would have seen in magazines for the time. We haven't seen Spy's Demise yet. It's coming up soon. So cool. So this is on the inside sleeve, explaining how the game works, commands you can type it and so forth, going north, south, east, and west. Make sure you make a map, and I hope everyone does when they play adventure games right now. We will. There's our 5 1/4 floppy disk. It's still 5 1/4 floppy disk. It's 1982, and this is Transylvania. A quick example of what the screenshot's like. Here you go. It's October 17th, 1982. Ah. The creatures of the night. What beautiful music they make. That would be the soundtrack of the Apple II. I love it. Do you want to restore a save game? No, we're going right into this. Did I say, I think I said M instead of N. No, we do not. Yes, no, we do not. Now, this one is a horror adventure game, and this is the 30th horror-themed video game we've ever played across all categories. Welcome to Transylvania. Won't you please sign the guest register? Oh, sweet. Okay, let's sign the guest register. I gotta back it up. Chrono is our name, and our next of kin. Last person in chat was Marshall. Marshall, you're gonna be my next of kin. Oh, that's right. We should have done that one, Chip, too. Far away, a clock strikes 12. All right. Press ED key to continue. Oh, hope it hasn't begun. You're facing an ancient stump covered with faint writing and a path leads north. So I actually should point out, before we go deep into this game, there's a lot of live things that happen. And I believe it's counting on our ticking, so we might die right now. You do need to save a lot because there is a werewolf that is randomly in the game. It can be anywhere at any time. If the werewolf does appear, you have to make a command immediately or you will die. There's also a giant eagle in this game. If the giant eagle appears, they transport you to another location, and you'll have to start over or restore your game because it's just going to go to a completely random place, unless you have a really, really good map. And then if you have silver bullets in the gun, you can shoot the werewolf, but you have to do it fast enough. So it has almost a quick time event, but not really. We've seen text adventure games that are truly real time. This one isn't truly real time. It has just a little elements of it. Okay, everyone ready? Here we go. Let's go ahead and head north, because I believe that's the only way we can go. A rough voice shouts, "Get out." Nice. We're near a cave entrance shut by a rock slide. Past leads west and south. There's the drawing I'm looking for. Thanks, graphics magician. Nice. Now, from my knowledge, the disc we're playing right now is the 1982 version. So this isn't the double high res, and this only has the 2-word text parser. And I believe when we played the double high res later in 1986, we're supposed to be able to type more things in. Have a longer string of messages, kind of like Zork. No, it is not at all, Kun. All right, so someone's yelling at us to get out. Let's keep going. Let's head west. Graphics are great. Reminds me of Sherwood Forest, the adventure game we played recently. The voice is shouting, "Get out." We're in a dark area of the forest. We have a path that leads northwest, east, and south. And there's a wrinkled note here. Oh, I like the drawing of the note. That's cool. All right, so do we have to get it? Or can we just read the note? Read note. Sabrina dies at dawn. Oh, Sabrina, that's right. Give you a little bit of lore. We're supposed to be going after Sabrina, so it's another rescue the girlfriend, damsel in distress. Sabrina is girlfriend, and we have to get her. All right, so let's go ahead and go north from here. Through the woods. Oh, man, just crank up the audio and turn all the lights off in 1982 and start to get scared. We're facing a shack on a north-south dirt road. Behind you is a log cabin. Very nice. I love the presentation, and the graphics look pretty good. All right, let's just keep heading north again. And this one doesn't give us... It should be able to give us the option of no graphics or to be able to alternate back and forth, but so far, I want to keep them on. You're standing near a broken horse-drawn wagon. And let's go north again. Just keep ignoring everything. That's a good point, Marshall. You're in the cemetery, paths go northwest and south. There's a wooden cross and a gravestone. All right, I'm going to just keep ignoring all this. Who's Pax, by the way? Maybe we'll find that guy later. Let's keep going north. I feel like we'll need that cross, though. We're in a dismal area of the forest. Yeah, look at that. Actually, I'm going to go back south. Let's get that cross. I think it's going to need it. Oh, there's an owl in a forbidding part of the forest. Wait a second. Uh-oh, are we lost? We didn't go back to the same place we came from. Okay, go back north. I just said south. A grim chuckle erupts behind you. I don't know if that's the werewolf or not. Okay, we're back in the dismal area of the forest, but we didn't get back to the gravestone with the cross. All right, let's go ahead and head east from here. We'll keep going through the dismal area. Yes, who? Oh, that's a nice looking house. I'm just thinking back to Mystery House that we played in 1980 and seeing this. The graphics of the house look so nice. It's elegant framed house, and a dirt road goes west. Okay, let's go ahead and enter house. We're going in the haunted house in Transylvania. We're in the old house, and stairs lead you, which means up. Here in adventure speak. What is that? Stale bread? Get bread. And I hope the werewolf's not here. I know, Ubicore, I totally love this. I actually rated the last game we played, The Count, on the Apple II higher because the aesthetic, the game and the atmosphere was awesome. And this one's the same way. Very nice. All right, so there's get our loaf of bread. Let's go ahead and head up the stairs. Walk our way up. You're in a large attic, and the stairs lead down. So we're in the attic of a haunted house. Oh, it's the pistol. We need this. Yes. Wait, there's a menacing werewolf. Oh my gosh, he's here. Go down, go down. I don't believe our luck. That's where the pistol is. So quick, I have to go down to get away from the werewolf, but we have no way to kill it. Oh man, he's here. Leave the house. Go up again. Can we keep going? Does he follow us? So every time the werewolf appears, you have to make a move quickly or you will die. All right, come on. Pistol, no werewolf. I hope he doesn't follow us. Damn. Okay, so if the werewolves continue to follow us, I don't know how we can get away. I don't know how to exit the house, too. Let's just try exit, because the only way I came in was enter. I didn't go in a command. Wait, where's the werewolf? Is he still upstairs? Is he just guarding the pistol? What? Okay, let's try up again. Maybe the game's so random that he won't stay in that location. He didn't follow us down, though. This is exciting. Come on. No werewolf. No. All right, we'll go down again. If he doesn't follow us, maybe we can try leaving the house. It's supposed to be completely random. I can't believe he's guarding the pistol. All right, let's exit house. If we leave again and come back in, will he still be there? I know there's nothing we can do with the werewolf. All you can do is run away from him right now. Oh, here he is. He's in. He came outside. I'm not familiar with the AI of the werewolf, how he follows us around. I thought it was completely random. Okay, go up. Maybe he won't follow us up. Quick, quick, quick. Man, the design of the werewolf is awesome. It doesn't even look werewolf. It looks like a demon. Okay, no werewolf. Come on, don't follow us upstairs. Yes, get pistol. This is it. Oh, but there's a problem. We don't have the bullets. You have to get silver bullets. So we got one part of it. All right, let's go ahead and head down. Make sure the werewolf doesn't follow us. So we still can't kill the werewolf because we need the bullets too. All right, he might still be in the house. Yep, he's here. Exit the house. Quickly, quickly. I can't believe the luck. The randomness blows my mind. All right, after we leave the house, let's head north. Hopefully he doesn't follow us around. We got to be quick. No! You can't go in the direction. Oh, we couldn't go north. And the werewolf ate us for dinner. Does that mean, yeah, restart the game? So if you didn't save, if you were playing the game and you didn't save, it all would be over after this. So we were just trying to make a beeline, get to the pistol, make a beeline, get to the bullets, and then after we get those, we can actually kill the werewolf, because if the werewolf's dead, then you don't have anybody following you around all over the game. But there is a few other, a couple other things that could be following you as well. Man. That is so fun. Of all the games you could play playing right now on a home computer, Transylvania is riveting. We got a little unlucky, but still a blast. Of all the horror adventure games you can play right now, there's Voodoo Castle that's out there, The Haunted Palace on the Atari home computer and the Apple II, The House of Usher on the Atari home computer, The Institute, which is a really good one too, on the TRS-80, Lucifer's Realm on the TRS-80 and the Atari home computer, and of course The Count that we already mentioned, Crystal Caverns also on the Apple II, and Haunted House on the Atari home computer. And this one actually reminds me a little bit of Race for Midnight, but that one's where you are the werewolf. And so this is on a different level. This is very well done graphics-wise, story-wise, and the elements of having some randomness in here is a blast. Yeah, so I'm looking over the chat, lots of different ratings. I see L. Curtis B saying 4 to 4.5 stars, and then 4 to 4.5, and then 3.5 from Kun. So I'm going to say, of all the games you could play right now on a home computer, this one is excellent. It's up there with The Count. And this was just a little bit of a taste of the game. The longer you were to play this, it works great. And this one's going to be updated a few more times. So you know what? I'm going to say for this first version right now, I'll say 3.5 stars. Because this one's going to get an updated text parser later and an updated graphics engine later too. So for this first version, it's still above average for all the titles you could be playing on all home computers. That's fun. Transylvania, I want to keep going. That's another mark of a great video game or a fun video game. Now it's time to put the video game playing on pause. We just got killed by a werewolf. I guess there's no more gaming now. Next time on Chronologically Gaming, we are going to see one of the most iconic video game characters ever. And we're going to play, well, we're going to see the most controversial video game on the Atari home console. That's it for today, and like I always say, go door. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.